Hey guys, Mishka here. So, got another video. This time we're going to be talking about an off-meta build for Shaman. So, Shaman being a DPS class, usually what you're going for is to deal the most damage possible. This build is not that. So, I'm a huge proponent of playing the game however you see, whatever's fun for you. So, I have been playing with off-meta builds, and that's what the next couple of videos that I release are going to be about. So, this one's going to be talking about Shaman. This is what I like to call the support shaman. Now, very important, when I say support shaman, that doesn't mean go into dungeon queue and queue up as a support. Okay, support means healer. You're looking at bard and musketeer for that. You're still going to queue up as damage if you run this build, because shaman is a DPS. You have no healing capabilities whatsoever. Please don't mistake me saying support shaman as healer. So that's not a thing. So, what is the support shaman? The support shaman is kind of a support. It does a little bit of shielding, a little bit of stunning. It's more crowd control than pure damage. So as far as talents go, usually you're going to go full left if you're going for all damage, right? Because they're talking about more damage, fireballs give a dot, you can grab them from further away, lightning orb instantly respawns, and everything crits whenever you put it down. That's usually the build you're going to run for Shaman. For this one, we're going to go a little bit different. We're going to double the stun duration. You can choose either one over here. I go with Blazing Speed just because I like moving faster. Longevity is a huge important one for this. You're going to choose Longevity. And then I go Strikes Twice and All In. So really we're just changing the first three talents. Now why do we do that? Well, let's take a look here. I'm going to drink that. So let's take a look at Stun Totem. So Stun Totem normally, let's see how long it stuns for. A decent amount of time, right? And then it has diminishing returns where it becomes less effective. So let's go ahead and melt this guy real fast. Cool. And now we're going to take Stay Put, which doubles the duration of our stun. And let's see how long the stun lasts now. Well, here's an example of a totem breaking. Welcome to Shaman. If you're going to play Shaman, get used to this where the orbs just don't spawn. Let's try again. There we go. So, Stun Orb. Stun Orb again. And like I said, it does have diminishing returns, and the totem just broke. But that's just a quick example of how long that stun will last. It is incredible. It basically just keeps the enemy in place long enough for people to deal damage. Now, why would you want that instead of dealing more damage? Well, if you're running a dungeon and you're having some trouble, you know, there's some enemies that are just dealing a lot of damage, and your tank or your healer can't keep up with it, that's nice, because now that enemy can't hit for the next, like, 5 seconds because they're stuck there. So that's why we choose Stay Put. Second one doesn't really matter. Longevity. Why do we take Longevity, right? When every time you put a totem down, right, it crits. So usually you drop the totems as fast as you can, so why would we take Longevity instead of Reach? The reason is for Shield Totem. Shield Totem is amazing. To give perspective, the Shield Totem with my mask, right, which is almost perfect, so close, it protects for about 26,000 damage per pulse, and every pulse is 3 seconds, so it pulses every 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds I can block about 26k damage for everybody in range. Musketeer Shield Orb is about 46,000. So we're looking at over half of the effectiveness of a Musketeer Shield Orb pulsing every 3 seconds. That's pretty awesome. Now, the last time I timed this, the Shield Totem lasts for, I think it was like 20 seconds, and the respawn is about 45 seconds. So if it lasts for 20 seconds, respawn's 45, that's downtime of, like, you know, almost half of it. Longevity. Now that Shield Totem is going to last for a long time. So we can come on over here. I'm going to drop this right here and piss off this little guy. And here we go, Shield Totem, right? This guy cannot damage me. I have too big of a shield. Alright, cool. He survived. Right, and it pulses every 3 seconds. So as long as these guys are hitting for less than, 26,000, and they are, I'm fine. And you're going to see it keeps refreshing. Alright, there you go. It keeps going, keeps going. That is a lot of shielding potential right there. So it's finally down. We're going to stun him. Stun again. And you're going to see it, like I said, it's diminishing returns. We can place it back down now, and we have more shielding. You can become so powerful with this. This is your main combo right here, stun and shielding. Now the shielding doesn't have a large AoE, so I'm going to try to get out of range. Where's the radius? Yeah, so you're going to see I'm already out of range back over here, right? So let's try to go right here. There we go. That's about how close you have to be. So you're going to have to be grouped up for this. This is great for like Mist Keeper, right? In the temple dungeon, where you have to stack up on the healer, and the healer is using the shield on the tank. You can drop the shield totem right where everybody stacks up. This will protect for a lot of damage. And granted, you're not dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, like I said, diminishing returns. He's not going to stay stunned. There's no stun at all anymore. But I mean, think about how long I've been fighting this guy with no healing potential whatsoever, and that's all the hit points I've lost. Right? And then, of course, we can put down the other totems and just kind of go pew, 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 pew. Except I don't have reach, so it's a little bit hard to grab the totems. Yeah, it's extremely potent. I have used this in raids. I've used it in shards. I use it in dungeon queue. Whenever we don't have a very strong healer or there's people taking a lot of damage really quickly. This is great. And then strikes twice and all in, just for more damage if you want more damage. Totemic Call and Summon Orb, I really don't ever use those. The only time I use Totemic Call is when I'm goofing around on like teleporting all over the place. Like up, down, all around. So that's the support shaman build. And again, I cannot stress this enough, this does not make you a support class. You stay as a damage, you're just not dealing as much damage as you normally would because you're focusing more on shielding and stunning. So that's the support shaman. Give it a try, see how you like it. But again, realize you're not going to be dealing as much damage because, again, you're missing out on those 3 damage talents. And yeah, I'd say normally clear it with the party you're going to run with before you do it, with any kind of off-meta build. But again, play how you see fit, have fun with it. Just make sure that you're doing the right thing. And by the right thing, I mean not queuing up as support just because I call this the support shaman. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Queue as damage. So hope that helps. Have fun with it. Just enjoy. And happy hunting.